Imagine this. You wake up, make coffee, look out the window. Your neighbor is watering his plants. He waves, you wave back. What you do not know is that last night he wrote 3 pages about you. Not a diary, a report. This is not a story about a dictatorship that used tanks and secret prisons. Those stories are easy to spot. This is a story about something quieter, something that worked precisely because you could not see it. In East Germany, the Stasi, the secret police, did not need to arrest everyone. They only needed to make everyone believe that someone nearby might be watching. And it worked. The numbers are almost impossible to believe. By 1989, the Stasi had roughly 91,000 full-time officers. That alone would be terrifying, but the real machine was larger, much larger. They also had around 189,000 unofficial informants. Ordinary people, teachers, doctors, friends, family members. 1 in 6, that was the ratio. 1 in 6 people in East Germany was in some way working for the secret police. Think about your street. Think about your workplace. Count the people. Divide by 6. That person sitting across from you right now? Probably fine. Probably. The system was called inoffizielle Mitarbeiter, unofficial collaborator. The Stasi did not force most of them at gunpoint. They used something weaker, something more human. Leverage. Small leverages. A promotion your boss could block. A travel permit your spouse needed. A university spot for your daughter. Nothing dramatic, just pressure. Gentle. Constant. And once you said yes the first time, you were theirs. Some informants reported on their own children. Husbands reported on wives. A woman discovered after the wall fell that her own brother had been filing reports on her for 11 years. 11 years of birthday dinners. 11 years of shared holidays. 11 years of, "How are you, sister?" All of it, documented. The Stasi did not just collect information, they weaponized trust. Because the point was never to catch every dissident. The point was to make trust itself impossible. When you cannot tell if your friend is your friend, you stop having friends. When you cannot speak freely in your own home, you stop speaking. When every conversation might become a report, you stop conversing. Silence does not need to be enforced if everyone enforces it on themselves. The physical infrastructure was massive. The Stasi kept files on roughly 6 million people in a country of 16 million. When the archives were opened after the wall fell, the files stretched for 180 kilometers, paper stacked end to end from Berlin to Hamburg. And the details were obsessive. Not just political opinions, not just meetings. They recorded what people ate, what time they left for work, who visited, how long they stayed, what color curtains they hung. One file noted that a suspect's dog barked at a particular window. That was considered relevant intelligence. The technology was primitive. No cameras on every corner, no digital surveillance, just paper, pens, and people. And that was enough. More than enough. The psychological damage lasted long after the wall fell. Marriages collapsed when the files were opened. Friendships vanished overnight. People who had lived seemingly normal lives discovered they had been surrounded by informants the entire time. One woman learned that her husband had been reporting on her since before they were married. She had married her own watcher. And here is the part that should keep you awake. The Stasi officers who built this system were not monsters. They were bureaucrats. They had performance reviews. They had filing systems. They had meetings about efficiency. After the fall of East Germany, many former Stasi officers struggled to find work, not because they were hated, but because their skills were highly specific. Some of them found new careers in private security, in consulting, in data management. The infrastructure of surveillance did not disappear. It evolved. The Stasi needed 180,000 informants to watch 16 million people. Today, you carry the informants in your pocket. They are called apps, and they do not even need to be recruited. The technology changed, the math changed, but the question is exactly the same. Who is watching? What are they recording? And do you know which 6? Probably fine. Probably.